All right, welcome in everybody. We've made it to the Friday episode of Daily Bread with Sosa and Rex, powered by Pick City and the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Make sure to be checking both of them out on their websites and give them both a follow on Twitter. Both good companies and partnerships to be checking out there. It's the Friday episode, 2 o'clock, usually the time we come around live for all you usuals who are in casuals who are tapping in with us today. We got the college basketball and NBA slate we're going to be running through. I mean, pretty easy, and we all know why you're here because of what happened yesterday. 9-1 combined in the college hoops and NBA plays. Even Sosa's college basketball lean came through. So if you rocked with that, you had a good day. We are currently live on Twitter. We thank all of you who are tuning in there. Sosa will be monitoring your comments. So yell at him. Come over to the YouTube if he's not talking to you, because on the YouTube, I can control that and feature you. Drop your plays. Ask us any questions right before we head into the weekend. So this is your extra weekend cash. Sosa, how are you doing today?
Oh man, feeling great, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. You know, um, what can we say? Last night, absolutely incredible night across all sports. That's why you tune into the show. We do it every day for a reason. No bad beats, some blowouts, but we were able to navigate around that. Uh,
The YouTube link is officially out as well. But yeah, the only loss came on a foul, 90 feet away, right
that's
before about to head to overtime. Utah
that.
State had their two chances to come through, but everyone's happy that you're plus 650 cash before halftime. Don't know many other shops, places, really just anybody out there who's doing it in the business like Sosa did
In
last
the
night.
first half, three threes, and he didn't make any more for the rest of the game. Pretty sweet way to start the night. Obviously, we cashed out on the double up for your boy McCall, who we know is your guy, even though you're not a Nova guy, but you know um, he came through late night, and you know, like I said, just a great night, man. That just shows you what it takes to get us out of here, to beat us, right? Like to to avoid the perfect sweep. That's how you got to beat Sosa and Rex. Just know that. Just know that. Um, Other than that, man, yeah, I'm ready to get back
I was
to
about to say,
NBA.
really, the only news that happened, we can kind of get into it, the college basketball time, was the Mark Turgeon news. NFL game kind of went how we predicted, where the 6.5 seemed to be a little bit too good, and it was not, but that was a sweaty uh, one. Yes, we do love Cade. We love Scotty. Our rookies have been cashing for us. And what's up,
Hey,
Who You?
Scotty,
Thank you as
he's
usual for tapping in.
he's not out of the running yet. Don't do that, Cam. Don't do that. He's not out of the running yet. I uh, I do believe that Scotty has taken the lead in the standings, no question. Um, Obviously, his team's going to win more games, so that's why you would give him the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I think it's too early to call it. We never know what could happen health wise. Um, it's just not a advantageous situation for anyone um, in regards to him. My bad. I got my head down and shit. I'm just putting out a couple more tweets here. Um, but it's too early to call it, man. Too early to call it. Mobley has been hurt. He's already missed time. No way, no way. And I think that the performance from the team will be spotty enough to where it'll end up being Scotty. Um,
I was about to say, other than that, thank you to everyone who's popped up on YouTube. We got our numbers now. We got our usual threshold that we need to get going into the bread for today.
yes,
Make sure
sir.
to give us a like, give us a subscribe. We're about to break 800 viewers. If this is your first episode, welcome in. If this is your 115th, because I think we're around that number, welcome back. Almost at 800. First episode was June 22nd, so it feels pretty good that we're not even at half a year yet.
Oh man, it feels fucking wonderful. If you've been rocking with us, we appreciate it. We are going to continue to give the people what they want, which is free winners. And, we actually answer you guys' questions. We're not here to just preach to you or tell you how good we are. I think that the main goal here is to help everyone not only become a better gambler, but to just be better at finding different angles for why you pick a game. I think a lot of people think it's like a lot of research. Sometimes it's might just be a trend. It might just be a guy that we're used to seeing go crazy, or one that you might not be used to, but we might have seen something. And that's really all it is. It's just helping people get to the same place we want to, and that's the window for the money. So, yeah,
Our man Sparked Up and Aware needs to get the episode to be pretty quick today. Sounds like he's got places to be, so let's get
I got you.
started into
I'm,
it.
I'm
NBA
sparked up and
slate.
aware myself right now. Sorry. Ah, Lord. So yeah, let's get into the NBA.
He has one for you. Don't you worry.
Don't worry, I got one for you actually. But the first game we're going to go to is this Miami Heat Pacers game. No Jimmy Butler, no Bam Adebayo. So for me, the play tonight is going to be Duncan Robinson's 3-pointers. Duncan Robinson over 2.5 is at -113. So naturally, what we're going to do is we're going to go 3+, 4+, and 5+. Okay, those are the two best players on the team, two most important players on the team. A guy in Duncan Robinson now who's going to have to step into the role and take even more shots because there's 26 of them being 28 of them being vacated by two players who weren't in the lineup. It's going to be between him and Hero, right? Because you're going to get good odds on them. I personally believe tonight you choose Duncan Robinson as the guy who has to shoulder some level of a scoring load. At +250 is 4+. At +660 is 5+. I like both. I'm calling the shot right now. No Jimmy, no Bam. And listen, I know y'all are looking at me crazy, but I also told y'all 3 Fridays ago that Cade Cunningham was going to hit 3 threes, and he hadn't made more than one in a game yet.
Yep.
So this
You
is
just
the
got
shot.
to feel when the heat wave's going to coming around, and Sosa's predicting it for Duncan tonight.
It's got to be
And
one
you
of
know
those
what?
guys.
He'll get the first shot up of the night, too, so you could have one down right before you're even a minute into the game.
Absolutely. Shoot or shoot. And I said it last night. We called it last night with Devin Booker. When Devin Booker's not in the lineup, that's 20 shots that are out the window. Close to 20 shots nightly that somebody's got to take. That's just how it goes. So someone's going to have to put those up. Exactly, Evan. He shoots better on the road. And again, with 26 to 30 shots a night being vacated from the lineup, someone's got to take them. Why not the
I
guy
really
that
can't
got the
believe they
greenest
gave
light?
Bridges that 12.5 last night. Ended with 18. Should have been more. But that's play number one. Rory, don't you worry. You ain't late. You only missed the Duncan Robinson prop. Where we headed for number two?
Number two, my only play is I'm revisiting one from the other night, and that's the Philadelphia 76ers first half money line. We got jerked the other night, so I'm running it right back. Going up against Atlanta. Everybody's talking about Atlanta going crazy, blah, blah, blah. Bro, they shot three for five starters shot 3 for 22 in the first half against Boston. And we were only down 4 points. And if you watch the game, we were down 1 with 8 seconds left, and Tatum hit a 3 to cash Boston winning the half. So, for me personally, I'm rocking with my team. Roddy, Roddy, it's gonna be a sad weekend for you, my dog. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right, man. I like Trey too. He's very good basketball player. Listen, it's not just that Bam is out, Butler being out as well. I mean, it's both of them being out. Somebody's got to score. Like it could be, it'll probably be him and Hero getting off. Somebody's got to take them shots. Somebody's got to put them up. Um, yeah, it's just like I said, it's just how I feel in regards to this one. Um, my only spread play is Sixers first half money line against the Atlanta Hawks. My next play comes from the Los Angeles Clippers, Los Angeles Lakers game. That line is the fishiest line ever. Obviously, there may be some guys in and out of the lineup for the Clippers, but the only bet that I like here is Paul George over 12 and a half assists and rebounds at minus 120. It's pretty damn close to an auto bet. We all know what he does when he's the number one option, and this is an easy situation for me to roll with him. I have two more plays that hold value. Wendell Carter to record a double double at minus 120. The price is going to go up. Going up against the Rockets, it looks like Christian Wood probably won't play. So I definitely like him to get a double double, especially after not accomplishing it last game and going on a 3 game run that had cashed us out consecutively. I'm right back on the train. Smart 6 assists. I see my guys at the Jam Zone. They found that one really early. They were on Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists, like when he first started cooking there. So I have no objection to Marcus Smart over 6 assists. I think it's a good call. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's all I got for the people. That's all. Those are all the
Oh
NBA
shit!
plays that I'm on. That's it. I think that tonight you got to reserve some of your spots. Minnesota, Karl Anthony Towns fell on his back, even though Karl Anthony Towns really wants to play in this game because he grew up in Jersey. He really wants to play this game. Ant Edwards and Vanderbilt, from what I was talking to Spin Doctor, he was just telling me, obviously he's a Wolves guy. He was just, those guys played very sick. Not a spot where I want to touch props for, like, obviously, because it's dealing with the two best players on the team possibly not being 100%, and yeah, going up against KD and M, not really feeling it. Props in the Sixers Hawks game, really don't know. The Pelicans versus the Mavericks. If anything, I would like the Pelicans maybe first half with the spread at 3.5, but not really me. Hey, right, Matt knows what the deal is. My boy Dress Shirt Rex was willing to bless us today with his presence. Maxi 5 assisted plus money, not a bad look. The only problem is that the other guard gets all his points off the dribble. I think Steph Curry is like top 10 in unassisted baskets made in the NBA. So when your backcourt mate's not doing that, you're hoping then for catch and shoot plays as far as getting assist with Maxi. That's why the number fluctuates so wildly. Nets Wolves over. Too early to call, man. If Karl Anthony Towns doesn't play and Vanderbilt's not 100%, it's too tough. Can't touch it. PG over 5.5 assists. Not a bad call. Luka 12 assists a shot. Definitely worth a shot. It's going to be good plus money. PG over.
Damn, the comments on Friday are popping. This is what we love to see. We haven't got off the rails yet. They've all been very tame comments compared to most Fridays.
But yeah, that's pretty much anything. Chris Paul's assist from Jacob, not a bad look, man. I mean, we're talking about a guy who's led the league in assists this season. I can't hold it against you if you do that. Sabonis over 4.5 assists at minus 25. Bro, if you're gonna play that prop, play it up one more and get the plus money. It's no use in playing juice on a 4.5. Just bump it up one and get the plus money if you're laying money on it. Do you think Steph gets shut down again? Fuck no. You got to use higher plays. Beal 6 assists. The numbers would predict that because he's been very good since the passing of his grandfather. I believe it's his grandfather that passed away. Um, Beal's been a much better passer, getting his teammates involved. Still volatile. If he didn't get in early, I wouldn't be on it. If you've been betting it already, then I would definitely stay on the trend because he's cashed you out like 5 or 6 times. Um, but only if you've been on the trend early. If you've been like checking out people winning that bet and now you want to get on the train, not the best time to get on the train. If you weren't already rocking with it, it's good to find something newer. Best double double parlay pieces for today. I give you three guys for a double double. Oh fuck, I'm on the other one. Three guys for a double double. If you're gonna deal with them juiced, it'd be Jarrett Allen, Valanciunas, and DeAndre Ayton. It's gonna get you plus money. I got two more, but those are Diamond Club plays. So if you pay for the Diamond Club, you'll see the parlay later this evening. 10 rebounds from Deadman at plus money. Bench guy, it's probably possible, but it's very difficult to bet on a bench guy on the road in his first real start on the road because he's a bench guy. Bench players play better at on the road as opposed to at the crib. So not a bad bet given the opportunity and minutes that he'll have with Bam out of the lineup. So it's not a bad play, but it's not one that I personally would bet. Warriors under 112.5. Does a team on an 18-game win streak give a 113? Does a team on an 18-game win streak garner 6.5 point underdog on the road on a back-to-back? That's what you really need to ask. Harden goes for a double-double today. Yes, he does, but it's not valued or anything. It's like probably minus 200.
Tag me on a plus 12.
That's the hubby of the Diamond Club, bro. That's our boy. I know him. I know who that is. He knows what he's doing. He knows how we feel about price. Also, this weekend, Daily Bread Media will be debuting a sports wagering 101 type of uh, videos that we'll be releasing. It'll be with me and Rex and Spin Doctor. And basically, what it will be to, I have to mention this, it'll be to basically help people become better gamblers. We explain to you why we are so against parlays, why, and stuff along those lines, so you have a better understanding of why you should bet things a certain way and why it's more profitable long term to not invest your money in the number one reason why sports books win. So, you don't want the sports book to win. You want to. So parlays is not necessarily the way to go if that's your goal. But I think that's pretty much it in regards to, yeah, make sure you guys be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a video series that we're doing. It's going to be great for anybody that's a new gambler or an experienced gambler or an experienced parlay gambler that thinks they're a good gambler. Feel me? But yeah, let's get into the most important part of the show. We got our
I
people
feel you.
watching with us now. Obviously, y'all know Rex last night handled business in the NBA and college basketball. And we got beat on a bad beat. We got jerked. So that's what blew a sweep for the show. But he's back today with the fire per usual. So let's get to it.
Yes, sir. So yesterday we didn't have the finest or the best college basketball slate. It gets better today because we got the big conferences starting back up with conference play, but we're not starting with conference play. We'll get the gross one out of the way. Easy here. New Mexico State -1, -110 going up against UTEP here tonight. I think originally UTEP was favorite, so this is kind of just a little bit of a move here. But the pieces, UTEP is all just centered around basically one guy. If they can get Bieniemy to be slowed down, I don't think they have that many issues because Kennedy hasn't been too hot so far. So New Mexico State, they got a nice 4-man rotation that they run. And then the fifth piece kind of rotates. So I'm going to take the team that's more dependent on the team than just the two key pieces here. UTEP's defense versus New Mexico State's offense is going to be the part that determines it, and New Mexico State's going to look to keep this at a snail pace, so it could potentially go under here if New Mexico comes through. If it goes over, it might be just because UTEP tries to run them out of the gym but that's definitely not happening here tonight. So that's the first play, New Mexico State -1, -110. What do we think about Cornell -8 tonight? You're asking about the good ones.
Yeah. Join the
Like
Diamond
Coppin State.
Club. Join the Diamond Club. Spin Doctor will probably have a 3-page write-up on this one. I almost anticipate that one being a.
Yeah, you got a total at over 160. I think that tells you already.
That's gives you a little bit of an idea there. I have one college play, and yes, it's because I'm feeling myself, and I've actually hit like 3 of them. You feel me? In a row after losing 4 or 5. That was the first time I've done that in college basketball, and it made me almost question myself. But now we're back 3 straight. And my only college basketball play today is the St. John's Red Storm plus 3.5 first half against Kansas. If you're scared, you know where to go. You know where to be at. You know where to be at. Straight up. Go to church. We not scared. Red Storm plus 3.5 first
You
half.
sure you're not scared for that one?
No, sir. It's y'all want to talk about gross spot. There you go.
You want to talk about track meet this game.
Everybody's going to be on Kansas to beat the shit out of them. I think this St. John's team hangs around the entire game. The entire game.
Defenses, I weigh them pretty almost evenly. Offenses here, that's kind of where you just have to hope that St. John's dictates this pace and gets Kansas because deeper squad you got to hear, but Champagny tonight's the game that people keep disrespecting him and Posh. If they come out tonight and win outright in the home court, you won't have to worry about that anymore. Well, I ain't going to church because it's Friday. Very factual.
Whatever day of the week you please, man. Just make sure that we know it's coming from a place of fear.
One spot that I wanted to be on, but we're staying off it because the line isn't fishy on here because I would 100% be on Boston College +5 -110 with Notre Dame rolling in here. The reason why I'm staying off it is because the total's sitting at 130. Ken Palm has this at 136. My projections put this right around 139. So that's kind of where when I see a 6-point disparity from Ken Palm, let alone what my projections are, something might be up here, staying off that game. So Illinois versus Rutgers, another game that Geo Baker was ruled out. So Illinois could be in the potential roll spot, or when the top guy's out, do you back Rutgers on the road here? You had a 2-point swing since he's been ruled out. So do you think either of those angles apply here?
Rutgers has been a landmine team thus far this season. I got nothing right now because I think that by the new year they'll be a much different team and play much better basketball. But it's too difficult for me to touch this game. We saw Ron Harper Jr. the other night. They came back. They played well. It's a stay away for me, bro. Like you said, this is one of those games for me that's yucky. But if you have found a definitive edge that you like, you already know I'm on the boat with you.
All right. For our next spot here, we're taking a +10. And yes, once again, we're not fading Boise here. We're backing Tulsa to keep it close just because in a 10-point spread where both of these teams rank in the bottom 50 nationally in pace, we won't be seeing too high of a total here, especially when it's listed at 131. That's the main reason why we're thinking we're keeping it within 10. the best unit out on the floor is Boise State's defense, and the second best unit out there is Tulsa's offense. So I give Tulsa the head advantage over Boise's offense currently out there, and that might sound crazy with the pieces that Boise have. They just have yet to be performing up to their level. I don't think tonight's the night that they find it. We're going to hope that Jerry Horn stays hot. Plus 10, lock it in. Big number here.
Hey, and you already know, man, I'm with you. All of
Does
these
Purdue have another?
college basketball plays are always immediately in the book. I'm over here just trying to find it.
You're all good. Iowa versus Purdue tonight. Purdue with another blowout.
I listen. It would trend that way. I mean, this Purdue team is easily Matt Painter's most talented team he has ever had. He's always had good bigs. He's always had decent guards. He's got elite guards. He's got elite bigs. They play defense. They get into foul trouble. They're about 11 deep. He can play everybody on the roster. I say all that to say that I would never fucking touch a Big Ten game this early in the season. Ever. Iowa will figure out some way to make it close. They're still a very experienced team, and Iowa's coming off a very emotional win where they look like
essentially.
Yeah, they look like they could have found their footing where the guy had a game-winning block at the end of the game. So it's a tough one. Obviously, Purdue has looked amazing.
Yeah, that's where 12.5. That's where it gets rough, and this is where it's potentially I almost rather go with laying the 12, take Purdue's team total, just because if Iowa has a weak spot, it's their defense. If UVA can put up 74, I know there was fouling involved in that, but UVA hasn't broken 60 in a few games this season, so that's kind of where Iowa's defense is susceptible to points, and that's where they're going to want to play fast too. Purdue won't, so if Purdue gets in that up and down matchup as well, I think they have the pieces to go against it. The inside is going to be owned by Edey and Williams. I would just go with the Purdue team total over.
And you
hit UVA over on their set at 112.5, and that seems way too high. We're not touching that game.
You couldn't get me to touch that with a 30-foot pole, bro. No chance. And also, I'm gonna throw this out. No, I will never ever touch an Arizona State basketball game this season. So if you're watching this show, just delete that team from the database. They're not even an option. I don't give a fuck if UCLA is playing it. I don't get Arizona State basketball does not exist. Oregon State's close to that too.
You good now?
I gotta throw that out there, bro. Don't ever bet on those two teams. They'll never get a dime of my money, ever.
Those are some harsh words there.
Oh man. So yeah, you got one more for us?
Yeah, I got one more for us. The least confident of the three, since we already spoke through all of the biggest matchups we got out there tonight. We're taking an over for the last play. I got this sitting at 139 right here, and it's the UC Santa Barbara over and Pepperdine over 139 minus 110. Santa Barbara is the stronger side and they play at the slower pace, which could be a concern for where if they just want to control this game, they'll go sailing under. But what has Pepperdine done? I mean, any team has scored against them at will. They're currently sitting at 2-7 on the season. Grand Canyon was the only team that hasn't broken 73, I believe it is, off the top of my head against them. And then we got Santa Barbara coming off a loss against UT Arlington when they've played the weaker sides. They've broken 80 each time. So that's kind of where, in a nice little tune-up game, after not that big of rest, but after a 4-day break, we like the over 139 here.
Yes, sir. I'm rocking with you 100%. And I'm trying to think.
Do you have anything for you in any of the college football games? I don't really have a lead. The Pac-12 championship game, it's almost just like play the dog regardless. But with Oregon being the dog here, I think they're letting you know that Utah wins this one with them listing them as the favorite.
Yeah, that's what you think?
Yeah, and plus the Mush Network, everyone's on Oregon as well, which always helps
Oregon.
me pick Utah.
Oregon money line. Me and Rex going head to head on Friday night. Oregon money.
All right. If you're giving me the 2 points, this
Oregon
could
money
be. Is
line.
this the first official Daily Bread head to head?
You heard what? Yes, we're first college football head to head of the season. We wait till the very end of the year to do it. We're not going to do a show. I'm not going to be on the show tomorrow for pay for play. So I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about college football. Alabama. I'm rocking with the Crimson Tide. Everybody in the comments, tell me how stupid that is. I'm rocking with Saban. Little brother will be little brother. That's just how I feel. Georgia has not faced any good quarterbacks. They've faced one elite receiver all season. They are in a perfect spot to let all the people down that believe that they are who they think they are. They've not beaten Big Brother yet. Big Brother's still finna pull up and beat that ass. That's my firm expectation. They need Bama in. Okay? Money rules all here. Okay? They want Alabama to win this game by about 3 or 4 points so that Georgia can stay in the top 4. I also am 100%, and I'm going to say it again, I'm 100% on the plus 10.5 for Houston against Cincinnati. I also do like the possibility of the Houston Cougars money line at plus 330. It is not a bad look.
Ooh.
The Cincinnati team has looked awful the last month. They've been in close games against teams that they had no business having close games with. Their only quality win is a win against Notre Dame. If you think that the NCAA committee wants Cincinnati in this final, you're crazy. Money rules all. They don't want that. I am 100% on board with those two teams. And like I said, for me, it's I'm rocking with Saban. Everybody's like, "Oh, you're holding on to the past." This Alabama team is not like that. Just make sure you got the Stetson Bennett is not that guy tweets in the drafts. Make sure you got the same old Kirby tweets in the draft. Just make sure you don't have all of them because those are exactly that's exactly what people are going to be saying. Exactly what people are going to be saying. Oh no, Rory, you tripping? That game going over like a motherfucker, dog. You tripping on that one? I ain't going to lie, you tripping. And neither of them defenses could stop a nosebleed. I ain't that game from the score like 100 points, 110. That joint going over. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, we're done. We're done for the weekend. Sunday morning quarterback, Sunday 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys tune in. Best analysts in the game. If you're not already watching, don't know what to tell you. You're fucking up. Yeah, got guys like Michael Means Jr., Real Simba, Spin Doc Sports, Bullpen Bets, C-Pen for the win. Who else? Who am I forgetting? Stephen Carlson. Y'all can catch him and Rex on Tuesdays, giving you the NBA or the college basketball rundown. As college football season ends, you're going to see them a lot more.
Bullpen.
Shout out, yeah. Bullpen Bets. Y'all already know. Lock in with my guy.
Sports
my
guy.
boy Bleed Green Bets. Alex, that sports guy 6'7". Those are the two best handicappers of hockey you're going to get out there. They work very closely with the homies at the Diamond Club. I'm trying to think.
That basically is going to wrap us up. Like we said, Paid for Play live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Sam Murphy, Goose, JD, giving you the rundown. You guys already know who Yonkers CFB is on Twitter. He has your DFS slate out there if you need to look at the championship slate for DFS wise. He'll also run it down on tomorrow's show if you don't like reading because it's it's a video, so you're good actually. It's not reading. I don't like reading either. That's why we do a show here. Sunday morning quarterbacks, as Sosa said. Until then, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Your weekend cash is just about ready, and we'll see you later.